大家好，我们在疾风民众俱乐部 which is Kid Home CC, and I'm with Myra right now. Hi, Myra.
Hi, and I.
So, what's happening?
Okay, so today we are going to do a juicing recipe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. No.
But we are using a blender instead of a juicer. So we'll get all the benefits of the fiber instead of removing it.
So, that's what a juicer does?
Yeah, so traditional juicers basically they press the ingredients, right, just to extract the juice, and then they throw away the like fiber and the other
The
parts.
pulp and all that.
Correct, the pulp and all that. But because we want to get the benefits of fiber as well, so we're going to blend it all in, so we get the best of both worlds, the taste and the health benefits.
Cool.
Yeah. So maybe you can tell me, do you juice often?
I don't juice often, but my helper juices often.
So you drink juices often?
Yeah, I do. My helper, Siti, just made a beetroot juice.
Oh.
Yeah.
So beetroot.
But she
and,
warned me. I'm not sure beetroot and what else. I don't know. She just said this is a beetroot juice.
And it tastes nice, right?
I mean, she warned me. She thought I wouldn't like it. She said,
Okay.
"Here's the beetroot juice. I think you don't like." And then she walked off.
She gave you a warning.
Yeah, I think you don't like. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And I drank it. And I was like, oh,
Not
it's
bad.
actually not bad.
Not bad, yeah. So actually nowadays, a lot of people are going into juicing, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. The only problem could be if we add too many fruits inside. Yeah. So the reason is because when, let's say we have a glass, okay, let's say we have a regular glass like 250 ml of orange juice. How many oranges do you think goes into making that juice?
Into a glass of
like
orange juice.
This much.
Blended or juiced?
When it's juiced.
Oh, actually, I don't know. 3?
Yeah, at least 3, 4, or sometimes even more. So when we go to juicing shops outside, right, and then we buy the juices, a lot of times they add other things to it as well, because to add just fresh fruits to make a whole glass of juice is going to be very costly. Yeah.
Right.
And not only that, but it's also the amount of sugar you are getting from that 3 to 4 fruits, right? Because in a day, we are only recommended to eat 2 fruits a day. So if we are having 4 or more and it all comes in juice form, imagine the amount of sugar, the amount of fructose we are having.
Right, because that fructose is the natural sugars that are in fruit,
correct.
right?
Yeah, so a lot of us may think that fructose is fruit sugar. It's healthy, right? Okay, but the problem is when we have too much of fructose, right? Too much of a good thing we know is not that good, right? So too much of fructose, what it does to our liver is that it can cause fatty liver disease. Yeah, so it actually causes the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So you can get fatty liver just from having too much fructose.
Oh.
Yeah, so we need to be a bit more cautious with how much fruits we are adding to our juices.
Right, that's interesting. I had no idea. I had no idea you cannot eat too many fruits
A day, yeah. So we also try not to replace like vegetables with fruits. So for example, someone who doesn't like vegetables, like either the young kids or maybe the elderly, right? Maybe you have some parents who maybe they just don't like the idea of having too much vegetables in one meal and they want to switch it over to having fruits instead. You can't do that as well because vegetables have different nutrients, right? Different phytochemicals, antioxidants than fruits, and vegetables also do not contain a lot of sugar. So you can't replace my 2 serves of vegetables with 2 serves of fruits and the existing 2 serves of fruits to have 4 fruits a day.
So are you recommending that we should actually be ordering at the juicers, at the fruit juice stall, a blend of fruit and vegetable?
Yes, that would be ideal.
Oh,
Yeah.
so next time I go to the store, I say, "Hello, uncle, 我要那个苹果 juice 啊." Is there such thing as apple juice?
Apple juice, yeah.
苹果 juice, 掺celery.
Celery.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can have apple and celery. Actually, it tastes quite good.
I've never seen celery at the fruit juice store.
Yeah, so the thing is most of us, we are so used to having fruit juices. We never really think of combining vegetables in our juices. But that's what they call green juices. So green juices are actually vegetable juices.
So, uncle, auntie, if you have a fruit juice stall or those fruit stall, maybe you should also have some celery right there.
Yeah, and
like
other
for us to
vegetables.
choose.
Business idea.
What other vegetables?
Okay, so
are
you
common?
can actually even greens like the leafy greens. So like,
Like
spinach.
Bok choy.
I'm not too sure about that. You can give it
Very
a try.
bitter, you know.
Yeah. So usually they add in things like spinach, maybe like
Kailan.
Kale.
Kale, yes.
Yeah, kale.
Spinach, kale.
Kale.
Kailan cannot, right?
Kailan. You can try maybe, and we can do an Asian green juice.
Okay.
And see how that tastes like.
Cauliflower.
Usually they tend to choose the leafy ones or those with a bit of a taste. Like celery has a bit of that.
The taste of celery is not a bit. It's
Yeah,
a lot.
strong.
It's a very strong
taste.
tasting vegetable.
Yeah. So when we mix these vegetables with just one fruit, right, it can help to balance out the sweetness that we might otherwise get from having too many fruits in one serving of juice. Yeah.
okay.
And this is actually a very good idea for those of you who are at home and you find it difficult to get in a breakfast in the morning. Right? Because in the morning, some of you may feel it's too early, right? My stomach can't handle that volume of food. So this is a good idea to get still all the nutrients, right, from all these things, and you can just drink it up.
But will it fill you up?
It can, provided you make an amount that, because it's water, right? It's liquid. So liquid does fill you up quite quickly. But the thing is, you can get hungry quite quickly after drinking juices.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So this can just be maybe something to tide you over for your next meal, or for the elderly, because some of them may not have such big appetites in the morning. Yeah, so they can go for juice, right? And then they can have maybe some meat snacks in the morning, then they go for their lunch. Yeah, just to help them tide over. Yeah, and this also will really help for those who have problems with chewing vegetables.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Because if you're wearing dentures or something
Correct.
like that, or you have a crown.
Yeah.
I have a crown too, and my dentist told me not to actually bite into apples
because it's too hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is another option, just to blend it all up. So you still get the fiber benefits, which is very, very important, as well as the taste and the nutrients. Yeah. Okay, so shall we start with the first one?
Sure.
Okay, so first one is, this is a Thai green smoothie.
Sawadee-krap, green
Yeah.
smoothie. What makes it a Thai
Okay,
smoothie?
what- yes.
A smoothie.
I was waiting for you to
I
ask
don't
that.
understand. I think maybe with a tom yum smoothie, then I agree. Can you
Okay, so
imagine tom yum smoothie, green curry smoothie, basil beef smoothie,
Savoury
and then on top put the
smoothies.
fried egg. How is this a Thai smoothie?
that would be a blended meal.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay, so what makes it Thai is actually the use of some vegetables and herbs that are common in Thai cuisines. So like we have the basil, the coriander, we also have some mint leaves, right? And we are also using lemongrass, and we also have lemon juice.
Hey, sorry, close up. Come, film.
Okay.
Film finish.
Okay, so
Oh, lemongrass.
lemongrass,
Yes.
so it will add a lot of different elements into the juice, and yeah.
I love
can try.
lemongrass.
So
And what's this here at
This
the
is
end?
lemon juice.
Oh, lemon juice.
Yeah, lemon juice. So just to add more of that sourness as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So let's put it all in here. Do you want to help me?
Sure. What do I do?
Yeah. So
Sorry, am I supposed to talk about these?
that was the next one.
Oh, the next one is it? Okay.
Okay, so we can just help to put in the apples first.
Apples, everything?
Yeah, everything. So this is one whole apple that's been diced up. So usually when you are blending, it's easier to cut it into smaller chunks, so it will blend better, because you don't want to drink your smoothie or your juice and then have some chunks that are not blended properly.
Yeah, be careful after you choke like that.
Yeah, especially if you're preparing for the elderly at home. So do make sure that you blend it really, really well.
This is really a task though, because your blender's so small. I have to aim, to make sure that I don't drop the pieces of apple on
Which
the
is why I
counter.
gave you the job.
Yeah, this is
I'm sorry.
Have you got more things to talk about?
Okay, so for the apples,
Yeah,
right? Why I chose apples is because apples are quite sweet, right? And it adds, because we have so many greens here, so it'd be nice to add like a different color, although it won't show in the final product. Okay,
Okay.
and apples are very good in soluble fiber. Okay, so what does soluble
that
fiber
mean?
do? Basically, fiber there are two types. Okay, we have the soluble fiber and the insoluble fiber. Okay, so the soluble fiber, it actually acts like a gel when you take it in. So the gel actually helps to bind all your, yeah, not this one.
Oh, not this gel.
This gel.
Oh.
Okay, so in your intestines, it actually helps to bind all your food together so that you have a smoother bowels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's soluble fiber. So we also have insoluble fiber that comes in other fruits and vegetables. They all contain a bit of both. Right? Some may
Okay.
have more soluble than insoluble, but generally the insoluble fiber, like those in your vegetables, leafy greens, and so on, they are.
我有洗手啊. Sorry.
Strong.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just said I have to wash my hands.
Okay. Okay, so the insoluble fiber, basically they are scratchy kinds of fiber, so with more roughage, so it actually adds more bulk to your stools. Yeah, so it helps you, so if someone who finds it difficult, right, to go, having more insoluble fiber will help them to bulk up the stools better. Because usually in the elderly, right, they have a few, you know, maybe they have constipation issues, yeah, so this is very helpful for them.
My
So we
stools
can-
don't need bulking up. That's too much information, right?
So we can just put in about half of that. So this is 2 celeries stalks.
2 stalks of
Yeah,
celery.
2 stalks of celery. So we can just put in a bit, and once it's blended, we can maybe add in a bit more.
And this was like one whole apple, is it?
Yeah, this was 1 whole apple. We can put in half of this first. Then we put in all of the cucumber.
All of the cucumber?
Yeah, so this is about 1/3 of a cucumber that's been sliced.
See, 你看那个洞这么小 so difficult, you know. You need to buy those big blenders like this size
Because
one.
it's very portable, very easy to bring.
Portable?
Very
Then what?
portable.
Take bus? You
Yeah,
prepare?
you can actually
prepare
some
my
people
juicer.
some people they blend in the morning, right? Then they bring it with them to work the whole
Oh, as
class.
the bottle.
Yeah, because there's actually another attachment that doesn't have the blender part, so you can just close it like a lid, and then you can just bring it to work with you.
So scary. You
No,
drink like
without-
that.
no, without the
then
blender lid.
Then you take out then like dangerous weapon like
No,
that.
not this one. There's another attachment. There's another lid,
okay.
not this one.
Or else I tell the MRT uncle, I tell you. Hey, we're not done yet.
Yeah, so we have the lemongrass.
Lemongrass, how much?
So lemongrass, we can put in 2 spoons of it first.
Okay. And lemongrass is really hard, yeah?
Yeah, so we don't put too much first. Let it blend, and then we can put in some of the veggies.
没有味了, no space already. But it does look very healthy, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing.
So we'll need the liquid to help to blend everything together, because now everything is very dry.
Okay, so all the mint?
Just a little bit, maybe 2
little.
spoons
Oh, 2 spoons.
spoons of this,
2
yeah.
spoons of mint.
of the mint and the other. So we have mint, we have coriander, and we also have basil.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I
It
think we can
really
do that.
is like a salad. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
so
good?
I'll just put in the juice.
Yo, yo.
It's okay, no problem. So the juice will help to add more liquid.
That's lime juice, right?
Yeah, that's lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
So juice of 1 lemon. So, because the apples are actually should be at the top.
Oh no.
Okay, let me just shake it up.
Do you put water?
Yeah, I think we can put a bit of water.
Okay. We're going to put some water in because it's a bit dry. Looks good though. I could eat one of these. It's a salad.
Just bring the apples to the bottom. Okay, so
Oh,
now we're
wow.
done, yeah. Okay.
Oh, it smells divine. Can I have some?
Sure, why not?
I wanna
yeah,
try
you
now.
Can try a bit, yeah. Maybe we
Okay,
have a
I've
little
got this,
bowl.
Yeah, this little bowl here. Okay, let me try.
So it's a bit thick, Okay, so you can add more water, a little bit more water if you want it a bit more liquidy, right? Or you can add milk to it or yogurt. There's another option to add more nutrients to your green juice. Okay, so you can get more calcium as well. How do you like it?
It's yummy. It is. It's very tasty. But I just wish that there was more liquid in it because it feels like I'm eating it rather than drinking it.
Okay. What you can do is you can add more liquid to it by adding either yogurt or milk.
Like
So
this?
this one. So we have Greek yogurt here. So you will add more
Greek
liquid.
yogurt. Just like that. Oh wow.
Yeah, so you can just pour it in. So Greek yogurt is also very high in protein, right? And it also makes for a more filling, meal if you have this for breakfast, for example.
So do you just shake it or you have to blend
I
it
think
in?
we'll blend it so that it's all well incorporated.
Yummy yogurt drink. But I do have this question about Greek yogurt. Does Greek yogurt have more fat?
Okay, so Greek yogurt is actually yogurt that has been strained. So they actually remove the liquid. So the amounts of fat or protein is just more concentrated, slightly more concentrated. But generally, Greek yogurt is quite low in fat as compared to other yogurt types. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So here we have the other. You can see it's more liquidy, right? If I just pour it out for you at home to see, right? So it's a bit more liquidy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you can try this at home.
Yeah,
right?
真的很容易嘞。
Okay, and let us know what you think. Okay, and you can follow or you can check out 1pa.sg for more health and nutrition courses.
And continue watching the videos on Passion Live.
Thank you,
thank
and
you,
Lai.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
再见.
Yum. Okay, now I can bring this home.
Haha.
You want some more?
No, I'm good, thank you.